Aloha. Welcome to Church of the Holy Cross, United Church of Christ in Hilo, Hawaii. On this second Friday of September, it's time for a community concert. My name's Eric Anderson, and I'm so glad that you could join me for this hour of music. Now, something I should let you know about as we start. We've had some equipment problems with some of our streams in the last week or so, actually more than a week or so, generally involving a blue screen of death on the part of the computer that's doing the streaming. So I think I have applied a fix that should prevent that. But this hour is also something of a test to discover whether that actually worked. So we shall see. If I suddenly freeze, except in the song that I'm singing this evening where I suddenly freeze, well, watch the candle. If it stops flickering, one of two things has happened. Either the stream has frozen and I will be trying to get the computer restored and resume the concert, or the candle, that thing, blew out in the breeze. Right. Enough of that. Time for this little light. Oh, that little light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, all around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Now I'm going to sing this as here in Hilo Town. Insert the name of wherever you might be. Here in Hilo Town, I'm going to let it shine. Oh, here in Hilo Town, I'm going to let it shine. Here in Hilo Town, oh, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel? I don't think so. Hide it under a bushel? No. I gotta let it shine. Oh, hide it under a bushel? No. You gotta let it shine. Hide it under a bushel? No. We've all gotta let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Don't let anybody blow it out. You gotta let it shine. Oh, don't let anybody blow it out. No, let it shine. Don't let anybody blow it out. We've all gotta let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. And so we begin this evening's music. And we turn immediately to a song that is too violent, too filled with unspeakably awful foods, too filled with disregard for anybody's personal safety. A song that is just not fit for adults. So, of course, it's a children's song. Aiken Drum. Oh, yeah. We bring in the ukulele mic. Better? Oh, there was a man lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his hair was made of good green cheese, good green cheese, good green cheese. His hair was made of good green cheese, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his shirt was made of good roast beef, good roast beef, good roast beef. His shirt was made of good roast beef, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his waistcoat was made of trifle, trifle, yes, trifle. His waistcoat was made of trifle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his buttons were made of penny loaves, penny loaves, penny loaves. His buttons were made of penny loaves, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. But his pants were made of haggis bags, yeah, haggis bags. His pants were made of haggis bags, and his name was Aiken Drum. Well, he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. Well, there's the unspeakable food. Now we come to the verses about playing with sharp objects. 'Cause there was a man in another town, another town, another town. There was a man in another town, and his name was Willie Wood. And he played upon a razor, a razor, a razor. Played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. And he ate up all that good green cheese, good green cheese, good green cheese. Ate up all that good green cheese, and his name was Willie Wood. And he played upon a razor, a razor, a razor. Played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. And he ate up all that good roast beef, good roast beef, good roast beef. Ate up all that good roast beef, and his name was Willie Wood. And he played upon a razor, a razor, a razor. Played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. And he ate up all the trifle, trifle, the trifle. Ate up all that trifle, and his name was Willie Wood. And he played upon a razor, a razor, a razor. Played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. Then he ate up all the penny loaves, yes, the penny loaves. Ate up all the penny loaves, and his name was Willie Wood. And he played upon a razor, a razor, a razor. Played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. But he choked upon the haggis bags, the haggis bags, the haggis bags. He choked upon the haggis, it was the end of Willie Wood. And he played upon a razor, a razor, a razor. Played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. Ah, yes. I guess you could say you are what you eat. Or you could just try and forget the lyrics to that song as quickly as possible. But the lyrics to this song, well, the lyrics to this song just keep going and going and going. And yes, it's time for this song in the program, Clementine. In a cavern, in a canyon, excavating for a mine, dwelt a miner, 49er, and his daughter Clementine. All my my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Light she was and like a feather, and her shoes were number 9, herring boxes without topses, sandals were for Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Though she darklings to the water every morning just at 9, stubbed her toe against a splinter, fell into the foaming brine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Ruby lips above the water, blowing bubbles soft and fine, but alas, I was no swimmer, so I lost my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. In a churchyard near the canyon, where the myrtles doth entwine, there grow roses and other posies, fertilized by Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Then the minor 49er soon began to peak and pine, thought he ought to join his daughter, now he's with his Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Now in my dreams she still doth haunt me, robed in garments soaked with brine, though in life I used to hug her, now she's dead, I draw the line. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Here comes the moral. Now ye Boy Scouts and ye Girl Scouts, heed this tragic tale of mine. Artificial respiration could have saved my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. And after the moral comes the epilogue. How I missed her, how I missed her, how I missed my Clementine, until I kissed her little sister and forgot my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Oh, such a sad, sad song. I've sung this one a few times during these community concerts. It's one of mine. I wrote it last year at the beginning of what I had hoped would be a fairly brief pandemic, but the song and the thing the song is about has just sort of remained with me for months and months and months, and will probably continue to be a part of my life into the foreseeable future, even when the pandemic has faded, well, if not from our memory, at least from our present. I'm referring, of course, to the video conference. This is the Teleconference Blues. I woke up this morning with a sense of dread. I woke up this morning with earphones on my head. It's gonna be another day of Skype and Zoom ahead. So I'm singing the blues of cameras and of mics. I connected on FaceTime. Everybody else was on Skype. There's Google Meetings, Facebook Live, and every one of them is giving me the teleconference blues. I logged into the meeting. What did I see? A mass of unknown faces staring back at me. Quick check the email. Oops, it's on me. I'm not on till 3. So I'm singing the blues of cameras and of mics. I logged in on Facebook. What's everybody else doing on Skype? Google Meetings, YouTube Live, and every one of them is giving me the teleconference blues. The one no one can hear. What was that? Did you unmute? The upper on the left. He's sneaking a beer. As the meeting comes to an end, comes a word from our leader. Hopefully the candle still glowing reassured you that that wasn't an actual freeze. In the event of an actual freeze, this stream would resume momentarily, at least as quick a moment as I could manage. I'm singing the blues of cameras and of mics, and computers are go deaf. I logged in on Facebook. Why does anyone use Skype? Google Hangouts, Facebook Live, and every last one of them is giving me the teleconference blues. The teleconference blues. The teleconference blues. Well, thanks for sticking with me through the pseudo freeze. Hope you stuck with me. Well, from the sublime to the ridiculous. No, sorry. From the ridiculous to the sublime. One of the prettiest love songs ever, and one of the saddest. The water is wide, I cannot cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. A ship there is, and she sails the sea. She's loaded deep as deep can be, but not so deep as the love I'm in. I know not how to sink or swim. I laid my back against an oak tree, thinking it was a trusty tree. But first it bent and then it broke, and thus did my false love to me. Love is gentle and love is kind, the sweetest flower when first it is new. But love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like summer's dew. The water is wide, the water is wide, I cannot cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, and both shall row, my love and I. Well, this is also sort of a sad love song. It's a lot sillier. Easy to sing along with. 'Cause there's a hole in the bucket, dear Eliza, there's a hole in the bucket, dear Eliza, a hole. Well, then fix it, dear Henry, then fix it, dear Henry, fix the bucket. And with what shall I fix it, dear Eliza, with what shall I fix it, dear Eliza, with what? With straw, dear Henry, with straw, dear Henry, straw to fix the bucket. The straw used to belong, dear Eliza, the straw used to belong, dear Eliza, too long. Then cut it, dear Henry, then cut it, dear Henry, cut the straw. And how shall I cut it, dear Eliza, and how shall I cut it, dear Eliza, and how? Use a knife, dear Henry, use a knife, dear Henry, to cut the straw. But the knife is too dull, dear Eliza, the knife is too dull, dear Eliza, too dull. Then sharpen it, dear Henry, then sharpen it, dear Henry, and then cut the straw. And with what shall I sharpen it, dear Eliza, with what shall I sharpen it, dear Eliza, with what? Stone, dear Henry, with a stone, dear Henry, with a stone to sharpen the knife. But the stone is too dry, dear Eliza, the stone is too dry, dear Eliza, too dry. Then wet it, dear Henry, then wet it, dear Henry, then sharpen the knife. And with what shall I wet it, dear Eliza, with what shall I wet it, dear Eliza, with what? With water, dear Henry, with water, dear Henry, use water to wet the stone. And with what shall I fetch it, dear Eliza, with what shall I fetch it, dear Eliza, with one of the ones where I always want to know the story after the song is over. This song is quite new. In fact, I wrote it just a week ago. And in these days, with literally the worst we've seen in Hilo and on Hawaii Island, in the Hawaiian Islands of COVID. I hope that you'll take some time doing this. Days filled with struggle, with questions and demands. Nights bring the sorrows, regrets, remands. Breathe in, breathe out, give rest to your soul. Breathe in, breathe out, drawing near to wholeness of spirit, of body, of mind. Breathe in, breathe out, may you your peace find. Never sure you've got what will satisfy the needs. Never sure your motives are those that make good deeds. Breathe in, breathe out, give rest to your soul. Breathe in, breathe out, drawing near to wholeness of spirit, of body, of mind. Breathe in, breathe out, may you your peace find. Only one you is you across this whole wide earth. Only one you, precious from the moment of your birth. Breathe in, breathe out, give rest to your soul. Breathe in, breathe out, drawing near to wholeness of spirit, of body, of mind. Breathe in, breathe out, may you your peace find. Wholeness of spirit, of body, of mind. Breathe in, breathe out, may you your peace find. Another one of my favorite traditional melodies. This one is spiritual. And so it's got a double meaning. The meaning of a new life in this life and a new life in the life beyond. I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. But there's no sickness, no toil or danger in that bright world to which I go. I'm going to turn the page back. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. dark clouds will gather round me. I know my way is steep and rough, but beauteous fields lie just beyond me, where souls redeemed their vigil keep. I'm going there to meet my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. I want to wear a crown of glory when I get home to that bright land. I want to shout salvation's story in concert with that blood-washed hand. I'm going there to meet my Savior, to sing his praise forevermore. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. And written some years later, and from a somewhat different point of view, rather different style, but certainly memorable words, memorable tune. Will the circle be unbroken? I was standing by the window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a debtor on the waiting Charles Gabriel. As I think I've said before, this song is sort of turned into my personal theme song for this pandemic, partially because the question in it never quite seems to get answered, or at least the title question. But the song contains its own guides. When will we find healing? When will we find healing when the night is long? When will we find healing in something more than song? Bring your caring to make your healing strong. Bring your caring, make our healing strong. When will we love mercy as we know we may? When will we love mercy in the light of day? Bring your healing to make our mercy strong. Bring your healing, make our mercy strong. When will our humility overcome our pride? When will our humility blossom deep inside? Bring your mercy and raise up souls to care. Bring your mercy. Bring your humility. Bring your healing, make our spirits strong, make our spirits strong, make our spirits strong. Well, this was John Newton's take on that question. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. The Lord has promised good to me, God's word my hope secures. God will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. Through many dangers, toils, and snares I have already come. His grace has brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see, was blind, but now I see. September is Hawaiian History Month, and so I thought it appropriate to make sure that I had, more songs in Hawaiian than I usually do. I usually have at least one and often two. Tonight we've got three. So this first one is Ekolu Mea Nui, which is Robert Navahine's commentary on what John Newton wrote in Amazing Grace. Not a commentary on the song itself, but on the subject of love and grace. Ekolu mea nui, makahonua, o kamana o io, kamana o lana, a me ke aloha kai oe a e, o mai kaina mea a pau, o mai kaina mea a pau. E na makua na keiki, na mamu ayuda me pelaima, e paakamanao i ka pono i oe age, po mai kaina mea a pau, po mai kaina mea a pau, po mai kaina mea a pau. This song's not in Hawaiian, but it actually follows along from Ekolu Mea Nui, which follows along from Amazing Grace, at least in my mind. And this is my own song, Hymn to Love. If I could speak in every language on the planet, if I should have the gift of eloquence divine, if the angels were to envy all but there were no love on my tongue, then I would be no more than a noise. I would be no more than a screeching. What would love to give the substance to my words? I would have something of worth to say. If I could know the will of my Creator, if I should understand the mysteries of time, if I should have the power to place the mountains into the sea, but there were no love in my mind, then I would be no more than nothing. Yes, I would be less than a breath. But with love to give substance to my wisdom, I could do and do well. If I gave away all of my possessions, if I withheld nothing of the things that I call mine, if I could boast I had offered my life itself, but there were no love in my life, I would have given nothing for nothing, and I'd receive exactly what I'd given. What would love to turn my offering into truth? I would receive everything. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not boast or insist that it is right. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love bears all things, love believes all things, love hopes all things, love endures all things. Love never ends. Love never ends. Love never ends. It is, of course, inevitable that in Hawaiian History Month, and in the month of her birth, there'd be a song in the program from Queen Liliuokalani, Ke Aloha o Kahaku, better known as the Queen's Prayer. O ko aloha no, ai ai kalani, a o ko oi ai o he he mulele hoi, ko no mi Aenana amakumalukia, amalo akuno. And to close the evening, the one with which we close all of these evenings, Hawaii Aloha. E Hawaii ku'uhone hana hoe, ku'uhome kula'ivine, oli no aina pono lani o. E Hawaii aloha, e haoli na o pio Hawaii nei, oli maina ahe ake makani e pamai nei, mao ke aloha no Hawaii, e haoli na o pio Hawaii nei, oli maina ahe makani e pamai nei, mao ke aloha no Hawaii, mao ke aloha no Hawaii. Well, that's our community concert for this evening, and I am grateful that the computer has not stared at me with this sad blue face and told me I'm not working anymore. So, at least it works for an hour. Good to know. Glad that you could be with me during this time, and I do hope that the music gave your hearts a lift in these times. We'll stream worship from Church of the Holy Cross this Sunday at 10 a.m. We have online Bible study at 3 on Tuesday. I believe we will not be having a song from Church of the Holy Cross on Wednesday, which I should have mentioned last Wednesday but forgot, because I will be on a pastor's retreat this Wednesday. And although I actually won't be off campus, I will be in front of a camera. Yes, on Zoom. Go figure. So, whenever we are next together, in a virtual or a real-world setting, whenever we next make music together, whether we can hear one another or whether to each of us it is like the echo of the koki. Until that time, may there be a song in your heart to carry you through the day. Aloha.